So now we have our box around everything. It means that we have closed shapes that we can use the shape builder tool with. So to do that, um, we're clicking on this layer here, which has the diagonals on it. And we're going to select that, but we also need to select the tool that we have, the shape that we have around the whole box here, because we need to have something that is closed so it has sides everywhere, otherwise it won't work. So we get the shape builder tool, and then if we hover over here, we see the black dots, and that means that it's going to fill that as a shape. So we click in there, and we click, and we just continue up here, clicking on them all. It's changing the thickness of the line, so we'll worry about that later. And then this little one up here, just make sure you click on the right spot. Okay, so now that's separated that. So these are shapes that we can now fill later. So with my direct selection tool, I'm going to click and drag over these bits hanging over the edge, hit backspace twice, and now I've got a nice clean edge to my page. Click backspace twice again. The only bit I don't have is the right thickness that I wanted. So see, now they're all individual shapes. So I'm going to click and drag up here, add to my selection by holding down the shift key and hoping that everything's selected now. So I'm going to go back and change the line to 0.75. Okay, so you can see I turned off the starburst, so that didn't get in the way of this. If I want to fill that now, just click on here, and you might want to go for something like that. Go OK, and that was not meant to happen. So get this direct selection, just click on one to start off with and fill that. Okay, so I've got my stripes and I've got my dots. You can change it to any color that you like. And then I'm going to do the same now. I'm going to go up to this layer. So I'm going to select this line here, and I'm going to select this line. I'm not selecting the dots because I just want to have one fill of a background and that I can place the dots on top of. So if I click in here, so now that's another shape that I can fill, which means that it's made a segment line of this area here. So click on there, hit backspace twice to get rid of it. Click on this shape, and then you can fill it a different color, whatever color you choose. That's sitting on top of the dots. So just go Object, Arrange, and you can do Send Backward, or you can do Send to Back. And that should be sitting behind the black dots, which are still there. See, we can see them there. Control Z. So we will need to work on that. That's because that's sitting on a layer up here, which is at the top. We need to sit it underneath the dots. So click and drag that layer, and you'll see the dots here sitting on top. Okay, so that's another layer that's sorted. With this, you can choose whichever color you want. Change that. These lines, if you want to leave them black, you can. And then we've got the starburst up here. So let's turn that one on. We can work and put this layer behind the other layers. So then it's hidden. So now you've got the option to move it around and readjust it. So I'm going to fill this a particular color. See, it has no fill at the moment. So I'm going to go for anything. So we've got a fill. I'm going to send it to the back.